Entering jhana happens on its own. You cannot make it happen. Just by staying with your breath, sound, mantra, whatever practice you've been doing, blended with the experiences of being concentrated, what I've been calling the concentration breath, just by staying with that, when your mind is ready, it will, on its own, it will drop into jhana. But even though we can't make it happen, there are things we can do to help facilitate the process. The most important thing we can do is to stay aware, to stay attuned to how much effort we're making. The stages of jhana are deepening levels of letting go and simplifying and settling the mind. They're not deeper stages of doing or gaining. Sometimes people will make more and more effort as they become more deeply concentrated. But this is actually counterproductive. We've discussed how deepening concentration continues to build more and more momentum, and we want to let go more and more and let that momentum draw us in. We still have to make some amount of effort until we're in jhana, but it becomes a lighter and lighter touch. And you can know if you're making the right balance between effort and letting go simply by staying aware of what happens. If you're making too much effort, it will feel tense or tight or agitating. You'll have a restlessness in your mind. If you let go too much, you'll feel yourself lifting out. You won't be as deeply concentrated. With experience, this becomes obvious, and so we just stay attuned the best we can and bring that balance of effort and letting go. Sometimes people will teach letting go of the objects, this samadhi or concentration breath, and shifting your attention just to the pleasantness itself as your meditation object in order to bring you into jhana. This does help for some people, but most people find that it too is counterproductive. By taking your attention away from the samadhi breath or the samadhi suffused through your whole body too early and putting it on to the pleasantness itself, you can feel yourself lifting out. You're not as deeply concentrated. In which case you want to come back to the samadhi breath or the body in samadhi and stay with that as your object, letting go into that experience to take you deeper in. So you have to stay attuned and check and see how it is for you. Finally, we mentioned earlier that as concentration deepens, we can head in one of two directions. More connected, more deeply immersed in body awareness, or becoming disconnected from body awareness. We want to stay attuned to how it's unfolding for us. If, even though you're very concentrated, there can still be a sense of connected with your body, which may be quite subtle. As long as you still have a sense of staying connected with your body, continue practicing as you have been, either just more narrowly focused in the area of the breath or opened up to the whole body. And that will be the doorway for you into jhana. If you feel like you're becoming disconnected from body awareness, then you'll want to intentionally turn your awareness into the body, and then making a certain amount of effort, suffuse those experiences of samadhi throughout your body, and then letting that be your doorway into jhana.